The country that experienced past war struggles now faces security threats, which develop into hazardous violent outbreaks. The pro-Assad supporters, alongside the emerging Islamist government, continue their deadly conflict, which killed more than 1,000 people in a short 4 days period. Would this spark another lengthy war conflict in Syria? An assault close to Latakia marked the beginning of fresh violence, targeting this Alawite stronghold, which has historical connections to Assad dynasty. The security patrol became the target of pro-Assad gunmen who made their move towards restoring their Islamic administration. The conflict transformed into a brutal counterpart, which caused widespread fighting throughout the various areas. Evidence showed that 745 civilians, primarily of Alawite descent, lost their lives. Security personnel employed by the government as well as pro-Assad militants suffered 125 casualties and 148 injuries during the conflict. Mass execution, together with retaliatory killing and substantial damage to infrastructure, has cut off millions of people from electricity and water supplies. The foundation of Syria conflict stems from religious division in the country. Sunni Islamist faction direct and anti-religious violence against the Alawites religious, favored by the Assad-led government. These factions view Alawites as powerful images of social discrimination, which others sustains bloody vendettas. The increasing violence in the region has started to attract increased attention from the world powers. Turkey supports the new Islamist government in Egypt and called for both the parties to reduce their tensions. America must handle two conflicts objective, which involves controlling Middle Eastern expansion while suppressing the Kurdish independence across its border territories. Russia and Iran maintain surveillance of the Syrian situation as persist supporters of Assad government. The stability of the Syrian nation is important to the states and yet have not implemented clear-cut strategies. The Red Cross and the Red Cross, along with the United Nations and European representative, had urged for a calm daily humanitarian crisis, continues to worsen in Syria. The violence in Syria, together with the economic collapse of its nation system, recovery initiative stands stalled because the Western countries maintain their sanctions. President Ahmad's new government requested international backing, yet Washington and Brussels instead of the proof to genuine democratic changes before revising their diplomatic positions. Thousands of people leave the conflict area due to home destruction and livelihood destruction, while adding more pressure to the refugee infrastructure that is already overwhelmed. Foreign aid facing growing challenges in satisfying expanded humanitarian needs to rising concerns about fresh population relocations. What happens next? Experts state that Syria risks descending further into disorder when the new government does not successfully put things in order. Multiple intelligence agencies predict that a potential power void would allow terrorist organizations with arms smugglers alongside foreign fighters to take advantage of the same. The investigative committee of the government wants to achieve accountability despite the deep military fragmentation, which makes it successful without military. To Assad make efforts to revive its political powers based following their previous losses. Syria faces another critical decision points in current situation. The upcoming months will determine if Syria will start a new era of government governance or if civil war will flare up again. Future weeks will play a decisive role in shaping the future of the nation and face more than 10 years of war destruction.